700 Marines are being sent to Los Angeles as protests continue in the city against controversial immigration policies. California's governor says he plans to sue the Trump administration after the US National Guard was deployed to clamp down on demonstrations without his approval. Protesters have gathered again a day after dozens of federal agents lined LA's streets using riot gear to push crowds back, firing rubber bullets and tear gas during what they declared an unlawful assembly. Their arrival spurred anger among demonstrators who blocked a major freeway and set self-driving cars alight. Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom has slammed Donald Trump's order to send troops as illegal, saying it could have far-reaching consequences for other US states. But President Trump says it was a great decision, while refusing to rule out the use of the Marines.
He's an incompetent governor. Look at the job he's doing in California. He's destroying one of our great states. And if I didn't get involved, if we didn't bring the Guard in, and we would bring more in if we needed it, because we have to make sure there's going to be law and order.
Are you going to deploy Marines in California?
We'll see what happens. I mean, I think we have it very well under control. I think it would have been a very bad situation. It was heading in the wrong direction. It's now heading in the right direction.
North America correspondent Lauren is in downtown LA.
It's amazing to see just how quickly things can change, the mood and the atmosphere in this group of protesters. We've been following them for hours now, and they started their day very peacefully with a protest gathering where they were literally singing "Stand By Me." We then marched through the streets of downtown LA. They were very defiant but quite celebratory still, you know, standing together for this cause. But not too long ago, the mood sort of shifted. You can now see the protesters on this side are in a bit of a standoff with police and members of the National Guard just over here in front of this building. Now, it's still relatively peaceful, relatively orderly, but if we've learnt anything with these last few days, it's just how quickly that can change. One bad decision from either side could really spark things off. So it's a relatively tense atmosphere now. Now, I spoke to a few people earlier who said, as well as this feeling of anger at these immigration raids, there's also a lot of fear in the community, particularly the Latino community here in LA. Here's what they had to say to me earlier today.
Many of my brothers and sisters that are Latinos or of brown descent are being impacted. But this is scaring everybody to death, right? They're not asking people for papers or proof of immigration status before they get arrested. They're just arresting them.
We all have family, friends who have either come from a different country, first, second, third generation. This is a city of immigrants, and when you hit one of our family, we come out and we protect our own.
Lauren, how might this unfold from here?
It's anyone's guess, Gemma, but as you mentioned earlier, the California Governor, Gavin Newsom, has taken the Trump administration to court. He's launched this legal action over their decision to deploy the National Guard. He said that that was deliberately inflammatory and that Donald Trump was doing that to stoke civil unrest. He even said to try to start civil war on the streets of LA. In response, Donald Trump said that that's exactly what would have happened if he didn't deploy the National Guard, that, you know, we would have seen chaotic scenes continue here in LA. Now, as you also mentioned, hundreds of Marines will now be deployed to LA, and that's an extreme escalation in this situation. It's unclear what exactly that will mean, how that'll play out, where they'll be positioned, or how it will impact these protests. But certainly it's fair to say that everyone here is on edge, just waiting to see what unfolds next.
North America correspondent Lauren on the ground there in downtown LA. Thank you.